I'ma go around the town, up in my way, up in my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from. Ride till we making it out. Ayy. Ride till we making it out. Ayy. Look. Go around the town.
What's up, everybody? That was Juice Podcast. Always with me.
It's Juma.
Thank you.
Isaac.
And today we got Still Authentic. How you doing, brother?
What's up, fellas? What's up? Pleased to be here with you guys, and much love.
Yeah, man. We seen you at the exhibit down in downtown Fullerton. What is it called? The Exhibit Art Gallery or whatever?
Exhibit Lounge?
Oh, Exhibit Lounge.
Yeah, summertime, right? With the
Yeah,
Rodriguez
with the-
show.
Mhm.
I mean,
Noah James,
Noah
right?
James. Shouts out to Noah James. He just celebrated 909 Day.
Oh, wow.
He was out there in the IE. Shouts out to
What
to
is
them
it?
out there. It was just like a festival. You know how we have 714
I was about
Day?
to say, I was like, because yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering,
Yeah.
like, or I know, like, the date, but, like, what do they do there, basically?
Same thing, just celebrating hip hop.
Okay.
I follow him on Instagram, so I thought that was dope. And just spreading dope hip hop. Yeah.
909 is considered what, Riverside and shit? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, around that area?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Anything from Chino Hills, Chino, all the way, I don't know how far it goes because it turns into 951.
Yeah, that's
also.
what I was going to say. I only know 951, like, Moreno Valley, like, that side of Riverside, like, the outskirts type shit.
909's the original, I believe. It used to be 714 over there.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And then 949, and it started people.
The fact that we
running
have a
out of
657 over here, like, that's
phones.
like a thing now, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
fucking weird, dude.
Yeah,
When
bro.
they gave me my new number, I was like, that don't feel right.
I hear
It
you.
is weird, man. Do
No.
you guys remember your guys' childhood phone numbers?
I remember my home
Yeah,
phone number,
I
yeah.
remember my mom's number.
Yeah,
on
my
her
mom-
first phone.
My mom's the Was- same yeah. number.
On some real, I
Yeah.
still have the same punch-in for Ralph's. It's like my same home phone number from when I was a kid. Yeah, like
I
you
do
know,
the same thing.
Yeah,
That's
I still
grandma's
use
number.
grandma
They're probably
has-
not even
has
linked
the
to
same
like
number
my
since
family
I
anymore.
was-
Probably
Yeah.
some new family it's
Baby.
linked to, but
Hey, man, they're
That's
getting
the
the
best.
rewards.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Nah, that's dope, man. That's dope. But thank you guys for having me here, man. It's an honor. We were there. We rocked the show. I liked it. Chicano's Syndicate was there, I believe. There was different artists out there. I believe also, man. I was just bumping them earlier. Man, No Limit Kid. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Shout out
nice.
to the
He's
guy,
nice,
bro.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I like him a
homie,
lot.
homie.
I like a lot of the fresh artists that are out here in Orange County. Shouts out to Caesar from the Rodriguez show. He plugs me in all the time, so I stay in touch with it. I'm like, hell yeah, this is dope, and
Yeah,
I
she's
love
active.
it because
The
it's
Rodriguez show is pretty active.
yeah.
They do their thing, man.
I did. Hey, shouts out to Mondo. But yeah, no, I love it because everybody's like, I wouldn't say they express who they are without any backlash, and that's what I love. What the state of hip hop is at, you know?
Right.
Yeah. But
Yeah, their platform really brings a lot of people together.
yeah. Some
shout
dope
out to them.
indie hip hop, real hip hop, my G's, man. So how you guys feeling, man?
Good, bro.
Good, man.
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on, or not ask you, but
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say thanks first. But then also, were you performing the new album that day? Like, did we even know that those were gonna be some of the songs that just dropped at your new album? And thank you for coming up here to even roll
Yeah.
out your new album, Brody.
Yeah. I that was my first test run of my
Really?
new set that I did that
Yeah,
day.
I thought you performed projects.
Yeah,
Right?
I did
What, the
projects.
songs? Yeah,
I
Projects
did
is a good
The
Yeah.
feature on that's
Yeah.
fire.
On my
too.
set.
Wasn't it like Cadillac something? I'm not sure.
yeah,
Match
Cadillac Cas.
Cadillac
Cadillac
Cas.
Cas is on there in Epidemic. Shouts out to Epidemic.
Epidemic is fire, bro.
Yeah. Shouts out to FJ. He produced the whole thing. He
Really?
engineered them and mixed
What a
it for
guy.
me. Like we got different producers, but he mixed everything down, dialed everything in. So shouts out to T Dub, Epidemic, that worked on this project. Undeniable. I did El Dance's on there, Silly Projects, and I did some of my older songs, 90s BPM, Southern Cali Bounce remix that I had a feature on it, and then also I believe that was it for the MCs Like These. So I
My
did
favorite
a,
song by you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good verse.
MCs Like These with Little P and Epidemic also on that one. It was dope, man. I liked it. Rodriguez, they have a good setup. Dope microphones, everything was dialed in. So I knew I didn't
Right.
have nothing to worry about, just doing my thing. And I believe you could hear all the way from the outside. So all the vendors were out there. And then when I went out there, I was hearing, I think it was Chicano Syndicate that went after me. And I was hearing their set. And I was like, dude, it does sound nice, man. So shouts out to that spot.
That's fire.
Yeah, they do sound pretty nice. They have a nice sound.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask, how did you go from making authentic rap to making something you can dance to? We got 2 songs on this album.
Yeah. Silly and El Dance. Well, I was pretty much raised by DJs. I always wrote poetry, right? Spoken word. And I was raised in a Hispanic household, Mexican household with Selena. Then you got Rick James.
Right.
And, Bidi Bidi Bam Bam. And then you use like some Rick James and some Spanish music on the influence. It's called boleros. It's like a Cuban, a Miami type of feel. And that was like from my grandma, right? So I was always listening to different styles of music. And when I became an adolescent, going to high school, my homeboy started DJing. And I just picked it up. They said, hey, man, we need somebody to pick up a crate, pick up some speakers. So there I'm going to the party. That was my way in.
Right.
And I would see them rock a party where they were rocking any type of party, from quinceañera, weddings, just a 18-year-old party, whatever the hell they were doing. So all that music started evolving into who I am, rightfully so,
Right.
So I'm hyping up the crowd to some Pitbull. I'm hyping up some crowd to some rock en español. And I was all like, bro, so when I was making music, all those flavors went into it. I was like gumbo.
Okay. So you started DJing. When did you start getting into writing music? Writing.
And I would write for the ladies, dog. I would write for the ladies, my G. It was like, just writing love notes and shit like that, and trying to be cool with it. Being influenced by hip hop, I just like, let me see. Slick Rick had Mona Lisa, and like different. LL Cool J was like, I need love, and I'm like, dude, I could be funny and I could be charismatic and I could still hit my get at this girl.
Right.
You know what I mean? My looks are only gonna take me that far. So I was all like, let me talk to these girls. I didn't really DJ. I just MC'd with them, but I just used that as an opening gate, and just being like, not being afraid to do it, and got me in trouble with the girls, but it got me here today too. Yeah.
Okay, pimping.
And so how was the journey from when you said like doing the beginning and being around parties and doing the hosting and stuff like that to like, I want to treat this as like, not like a career, but I want to take rap seriously. Like even, because one thing that sticks out, bro, you got a whole brand about you.
Yeah.
And you got the label or like the logo, I would say. You got bro, like your tag on all your songs, like still authentic. Like just everything about it. It all goes
authentic
together, So like I know it's a branding thing. So
yeah.
When did that part of your life start to come into play?
I heard just to jump on that still authentic, I heard Exhibit say on the interview, always introduce yourself until you don't have to introduce yourself no more. Like he said on a rhyme where he was saying, you have to introduce me. And then I was like, okay, I see what you're saying. And then they're like, never stop introducing who you are, never stop. So I always say that in my name. And my government name goes with the SA. And me being from Santa Ana, I would always see it on the vanilla folders, SA, capital S, capital A. So I went with it. And I was all like, I'm gonna be still authentic, no matter how things change, how people evolve. I'm from the 90s, but I'm not gonna be stuck in the 90s, but I'm still authentic. Like, hey man, don't hate on me progressing, evolving. And that's how I came about still authentic and being an MC. Being Latino, I know I could rap a certain style. And I tried. If you listen to the one I had with Doughboy Tony, Stack on Styles, I started with a little bit of a spedo flow, and then I simmer it down, and then I do like a different tidbits. Yeah. And that was just me flexing what I could do. But I was like, it's not a sellout shit. It's actually being me. No bars mess for these bars hit you. I'll just eat out the speakers. So I'm using Nas as a reference, even though I'm spitting on a up more tempo style of rap of some of the younger crowd be doing right now. So I was all like, let me school you while I do this. It's still authentic. Yeah.
Kind of G'd up. Bro. Yeah,
somewhat.
I do like it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I noticed every feature on your album said still authentic.
Yeah. And well, I
like that.
Dog. I got it right here. Could I show it off real quick?
Please.
I brought it for you guys. It's still authentic.
Is that for sale?
This I do. I'm popping it out the trunk.
Okay.
I have it on my website to download the digital version, and thanks to everybody that purchased it, because it went towards the video that I just paid for. But this is the USB copy. I only made 50 copies of this one. But yeah, now when I'm out there, I've been going out on tour with Dolly Girl, MB Riders, Epidemic, just with the whole setup shop with them. I've been over there selling them, and people that do know me, they grab them, right? And some people will look at it, and I'll be like, hey, take a picture of it. You can listen to it on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Music, and I still try to get them in, whether they buy it or not. They're looking at the marketing. So I went big on the marketing. I did a sticker pack. I got an air freshener on there. I got a baseball card right there.
Wow.
With a little bit of some facts about your boy right there. And the USB, obviously you could pop it in your car and it'll play automatically. And I got the track list. And I wanted to give it the old,
This is fire,
like
bro.
if you have a CD and you're reading into it, I wanted to give it that nostalgia.
She kind of remind me of some GameStop shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, this is
yeah. Somebody told me, I'm like, hey, is it a Blu-ray player? Shouts out to Jackie from the cruise show.
You got the
She's
you
all
got
like,
the
I thought it was
QR
a
code
Blu-ray.
on the back
I got
too.
the QR code that goes to
Access.
my website.
I
Yeah,
hear you.
stillauthentic.com.
Honestly, that's how I found all your stuff. I'm glad that on your, the bio in your Instagram.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about the website. I'm glad you mentioned it. Everything there, just video setup to your branding. You got your logo there, everything.
Yeah, man.
Please talk about how, because right now you even mentioned just even a tour to go.
Yeah.
Like to go with the album.
Double-sided
Please talk about
USB.
the ideas and everything that goes into. All right, how like how we're gonna push this, how we're gonna promote the whole thing, and
My boy,
like how
Epidemic.
much Epidemic.
Union Sign Company,
Word.
Union Sign Co. He recorded me. We met up like in 2009,
Damn.
and I would
Salute
bug
to
him.
that friendship still being alive, bro.
Yeah, we go back. I would bug him. I'm like, hey man, record me. I would see him on the website, Dub CNN. I would see him on the B-side show. So I know he was a big hip hop head, and I'm like, hey man, record me, bro. And he's like, nah, man, nah. So we kind of blew me off, but I kept seeing him in the neighborhood where my mom lived at. And then he would, I guess he had business there. So when I would go visit moms, I'd run into him. I'm like, what's up, G? What's up? Boom, boom, boom. And he goes, hey, you know what? You want to take it serious? Come through on Monday. And if you take it serious, I'll see what you got. And the first times I went over there, I would only do like half a song. And then he's like, hey, man, you need to take yourself serious.
Damn.
Like, hey, you want to waste your money?
At that stage, you just treated it as like you were having fun, because for you to say you were bugging him the whole time, was it like once you got there, it was like nerve wracking, or like you just did like you were familiar with the game to only know how to finish half a song, like
So this is how it grew.
to go
man.
from asking and not I wouldn't say not being able to do it, but for him to still want to push you and motivate you, like that's kind of cool of him as well.
Yeah. Shouts out to him, Epidemic, Union Side Company. So I would go over there unprepared. I knew I wanted to rap. I knew I wanted to make music. The reason I wanted to make music, because I didn't think I was going to live this long. Honestly, I wanted to leave something as a legacy.
Wow.
So if some shit happens, me being from Santa Ana, no matter what, being a DJ with the DJs, you're over there, like, how many times, you guys remember OG Mike's at 701 Club now? I could tell you like more than two handfuls, man, that place was getting shot up, and we're putting the records away, we're putting the turntables away. And I was like, dog, I'm not gonna fucking make it to a certain age. So I was like, I want to leave something behind, I did have my son already, so I was like, I'm gonna leave something for he could listen to me. And that was my little motivation besides being out and about, right? So when I would go with Epidemic, I knew I wanted to rap. I knew I could write music. And then he just refined the craft. So the first songs that we did, he's like, all right, you like that? I'm like, yeah. Guess what he did? He deleted it. All right, now we're going to fucking do it right. Now you're going to do it again. So when I'm talking about, like, I probably did half a song on our first session, it was because he was all like, nah, you want to take it serious? You're going to lose money. You're in here. Might as well give it all you got. And I was like, all right. So it evolved to what we have undeniable now. And there was no way I could put out, if I would have put music out in like 2018, 2019, this actual project, it wouldn't sound like it sounds in 2023. It wouldn't, That's how long it took to develop the craft and be doing a dance record, doing something for the ladies in the projects, with Cadillac Caz. I'm talking my shit. Cadillac's talking about his shit, and Epidemic's talking his. With Lido, MCs like these, I respect Lido so much. He has like a style of his own that's untouched. When everybody was trying to sound like, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, he was still Lido P. You know what I mean? And that's what I loved about Lito P, man. So yeah, G, shouts out to Epidemic, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And got you going through the
bro.
trenches.
Yeah, bro.
But the quality is nice, dude. The quality is
Yeah.
really nice. I like this album a lot.
Yeah, I got one with Cassius. He was signed with Eminem. So Cassius, we got Vanguard Award right there.
Yeah, that's the opener. What a song.
Yeah,
What a
Vanguard
song,
Award with the mic in my hand. So that whole idea was us, me being from Santa Ana, they're coming from, Cassius is originated from Chicago,
Oh, damn.
Epidemics from Gardena. So they all came to Orange County. And then Epidemics on like moved the Gardena native that everybody hated, relocated 9 for 9 and infiltrated. And that was an actual like, and he talks about how he went about making tapes and recording and going into the hip hop scene. And then Cassius, he's just talking about being Cassius, doing what he did. And 17 a gram with a gram in my hand. It was just like, it was a dope song. And I was like fucking honored to have him on there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a crazy track. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Vanguard Award. If you listen, you know what the Vanguard Award is, right?
I don't.
The one they give away today at the VMAs. The Vanguard, that's the Vanguard Award with the mic in my hand. That's all nice. Yeah. And there's a lot of wordplay on some hip hop shit.
Never known that's what that meant.
Nah, man.
Made to be, you know?
Nah, like the one with Doughboy. I say no bar mitzvah. These bars hit you. No bar mitzvah. That means no coming of age. I've been here. That's like some dope hip hop shit. So when you think about it, I always love doing this. I'll drop something in your mind in hopes that 2-3 weeks later you'll be like, this is what that motherfucker meant. And just to make you think. And there's a lot of little Easter eggs is what they call them now. There's a lot of gems hidden right there, you know.
Yeah. What's your favorite song on the album?
I you know what? I love MCs like these. 92701 was one that I was born a welfare kid. Raised a welfare kid. I grew up in the system. I used to recycle cans with my abuelito. He would, I'm a little kid. He'd get the stick with the hanging nail on there and rip open through bags. He'd throw me in the dumpster. He'd be like, "Hey man, I got los botes. So that one really hit home. That was real spit. Like everything that I'm talking about, I'm like, fucking, how the fuck do I get out of this ghetto? How the fuck? And I would get pissed off that I was poor and that we'd have to rip open the food stamps and that people would treat us differently just because of a economic status, and it would just drive me mad. So 92701 is where I'm at now, and that was one of them that I like. I like Crescendo Corsets too. Have you got into that one yet? Crescendo Corsets. You're gonna get to it, my G. That's
I only just jammed it one time through, so I'm not gonna recall all of them. It was like the ones that stood out.
Listen to Crescendo Corsets. I love telling a story. So on that one, if I could elaborate,
please,
to it,
bro, talk about the whole thing.
It talks Crescendo Corsets is me going into a strip club, and when I was in my 20s, a single gentleman, I was all like, fuck it, let's go, let's fucking blow this fucking money. And then I'm talking about how I'm walking in my closest of strangers, because these cats are like normal people at the strip club. And I was all like, I look up in the sky, I see an angel fall from the sky, the most beautiful angel. And I'm like, with green lit skies, when you make the money blow up. And it's such to me, it's a dope song because it's very visual, where when you hear it, you could be like, I can see this motherfucker. And you could actually, if you've been to the ones around here, you could probably be like, I know where he's at. I bet he's that right there right now. I'm just fucking with y'all, but no,
there's people out there relating, huh? He said,
I know where he's at. He's right there.
He explained the whole setup.
He's shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's on
Chuck
Dale.
Deuce it to the DJ. But that one, my G.
Yes,
yeah, the whole project has a lot of gems. I have one with Sickness. He's from Tustin, and it's called Who Chopped Ya. And that one, we have a chainsaw in the beginning. And I started, with some Biggie rhymes. Who chopped you? Separate the weak, make you obsolete. It's kind of hard on this hip hop streets. And then I'm just like, just some bar work, Right. And Sickness does its thing. What I did on this record, to make it undeniable, I grabbed, the features that I have. Yeah, my boy, you know what I mean? To make it undeniable, I got the features that fit the songs as best as possible. Supreme Flowers, my homeboy Supreme Cerebral, he's a dope lyricist, He's like out of this world with the bar work. So I can't rap like him, but I could do my best. And I did like some spoken word, like some Jay-Z type of flow where I was all like, okay, I could spit this. And I heard the B and I heard him. Same thing with Who Chopped You, with Sickness. And with Doughboy Tony, the one that I have Stacks on Styles, I heard Doughboy Tony and I reached out and, we had that connection and I was, dope feature from a Doughboy right there.
Yeah,
so when
another Santana. I was just saying another Santana.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say. So when you hear somebody on a song, what are you looking for?
Depending on what it is, being a student of hip hop, I see where they're strong at, and I think like I could bring this out a little bit better. I could not challenge them in any way, but elevate their what they already bring to the table. So that's what I started listening to, depending what kind of beat. I did a feature for my boy Grapes. I just did it. It's like it's not a sad song, but it's one of those in your feeling songs. And he told me, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. A lot of people don't want to do this song because it's hard to tap into. I'm like, nah, give me that. It was all like shit. So I went to Epidemic's crib and I was all like, hey, man, this is what we're doing. And he's like, oh, this is you all day. I was like, you an emo motherfucker. I'm like, hell yeah.
And, someone thinking you're not about it, and then someone close to you is telling you like, nah, this is exactly up your alley.
This
is
who you are.
Yeah,
I was like, hell yeah, man. And I was fucking grabbed that shit. I'm a big Eminem fan. Even more now because he's more showing who he is on the inside. And that's what I tapped into. And I was all like, hell yeah, I like this shit.
Who are your favorites?
Tupac, Biggie, Rakim, Corrupt, and Eminem. Like if I had to put 5, it would be them. I just feel like the same thing when it's basketball. When you talk Michael Jordan, Magic, and then you got Kobe, LeBron. I know they got eras, so I wish it would be easier. And
I get you.
Them,
I get you.
Yeah, because there's a lot of great artists out there. Because I can't leave out like Ice Cube, Crooked I. I'm a big Crooked I fan. Like even when he was in Death Row, 19th Street Records, I would purchase his vinyl. For he had a track called Uh-Oh, and I purchased that vinyl. I went to VIP Records in Long Beach just to go get that record. And right here in Buena Park, they do record digging, I believe one Sunday out of the month.
Yeah, right at the it's by where the fucking
it's a corner spot.
Yeah.
It's
right off of like Stanton and Crescent.
You'll see Warren G there sometimes.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go to that.
Bro, you'll run into Warren G there. Yeah,
they have a lot of deals. Sometimes you get like 5 records for $5.
Everybody scans shit though. Everybody's always scanning and what's that where they sell the records at? They try to flip them. I forgot. It's a website. They try to reflip them and they see how much they are on that website and they'll try to get them. So it's like, dude,
it's more about going there first than actually.
Go for the music.
Yeah.
Go for what you want to hear or to listen to something new. And there's a lot of reprints that are coming in from Europe or Sweden, and they kind of take the value away of the record. So they try to find that actual first pressing, I'm sorry. And so you'll get a lot of artists that go to those type of things. And I ran into certain individuals at record digging. Yeah.
Yeah, damn, that's crazy. I've always wondered like how that shit is,
Yeah,
I that shit must be popping to Warren G. I need to go, dude.
Warren G's
this last time I passed by it. I was like, damn, they're doing that shit again.
Yeah, producers go there to find samples or find hard to find stuff.
Yeah,
even at your Goodwills, at your Salvation Armies, what people donate, you'll find some gems over there, man. I found this Destiny Child record one time. Let me tell you guys. Nah, just fucking.
You tapped in.
Can you pay my bills?
I probably would have not left with that.
Let's go half on a bill. For real though, nah, man.
I love it when I pull that shit out. Let me buy it. Definitely. So we seen you at the exhibit lounge. You have any future shows?
I got a lowrider show on that we're doing. I got a couple coming up. I can't disclose the actual date. We're still working on it. I got one on downtown Santa Ana in October. And then November, we got one in LA that I'm going to be doing. Shouts out to Dolly Girl Epidemic. And then again in December, we're going to be doing a toy drive. Shouts out to Bow Down Clothing. So we're trying to get that together. But yeah, I'm trying to at least try to do a couple shows a month. The one in Santa Ana, have you guys heard of, I think it's called Next Round?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bar. It's a bar, my homeboy. So we're trying to put it out there in the air and see if they give me a night over there. So I'm trying to do that one in October.
Which is like right across from Copper Door, right?
Yeah. Shouts out to Copper Door. Shouts out to
where'd you have your listening party?
Oh, Mission Control.
That's
Shouts out
another
to DJ
spot.
C.
Yeah, like in and around the area.
Yeah.
I just know those spots, bro. Like salutes to Jamal, bro. He had his spot, or like he had his True Runner show at Copper Door. I realized that those venues are really tapped into letting local talent and like upcoming events really use their spot as a platform. I think that makes the area kind of, because to me, I would have not known those spots are like all in the same vicinity if it wasn't for people throwing shows at all three of them. So that's just really
crazy.
Cool.
Hey,
it is.
I'm very thankful to if anybody shows up and whoever comes out, because guess what? We got options, right? People could go to downtown Fullerton, downtown Santa Ana. They could go bar hopping because they have that many bars to go to. So when people show up for me, I'm like, fuck yeah, man. I'm honored, and they'll be like, no, it's all love. So we had it right there at the Mission Control Arcade. And I chose that spot because DJ C's, he's the resident DJ on Saturdays. And you could play arcades. So if you're kind of bored or anything, you could go grab some. And I bought some gang of tokens. I went in there and I emptied out that coin machine they had right there. I took like $40, $60. I just grabbed it, and everybody that was showing up, I grab a handful of coins and be like, hey, man, play some games on me, my G. All right, boom, boom. You want a drink? I controlled my drinking because I did a little performance right there. So I wanted to make sure my performance was going to be as best as possible as I could make it. So, yeah, man. But, yeah, shouts out to the Copper Door, man. I like they have a sip and paint over there sometimes where you could sip some wine and they give, So I see that, man. It was all like, okay, I could. I can fuck with that.
There's one thing I realized with Santa Ana is that most people that go to one spot probably go to all of them. Yeah. So you're bound to run into the same community of people as well,
Yeah. Chapter 1. I remember back in the day they wouldn't want to let me in some spots. I'm not saying those spots, but some spots.
For what? What you mean?
Come on, dog. They was looking at me and they was like, who? It was all like, no. Yeah, man. They thought I was just 2G'd up. It didn't matter, bro.
They want you in a nice shirt and shit. Like, bro, this is what I wear every day, bro. Like, let me the fuck in this bitch.
I rolled through.
The fuck?
Check
I've been denied
out.
certain clubs. So
they
got denied because I was rocking a jersey. I was like, oh shit, yeah. Bro, the man said
Even
no
if you're
jersey.
wearing hats,
No jersey, no shorts, bro.
No,
no jersey, no shorts. I was like, bro. My house is 30 minutes from here. This is my plan for the night. Like, what the hell? Nigga didn't even know. Like, what the hell?
Check it, man. I had a honey, and she really wanted to go to that club, and my homeboy was DJing, but he wasn't there yet. He was closing the club out, and we wanted to get our drink on. I mean, she wanted to go there. They wouldn't let me in because my shirt was too baggy, but it was a dress shirt. And I was all like, I looked at the homeboy. He was
if it's a dress shirt, yeah, that's strictly just hating, bro.
He told me.
That's just somebody trying to like see their power, bro. I don't like that shit, bro.
He told me, nah,
there's
man.
some other crusty fool. Because if I walk in there and there's one crusty fool that looks like, how the fuck he get in there? Like, you're tripping on me with a shirt. Like, that's just like, that's preference at that point, you know?
Yeah, he told me, man.
That's preference, bro.
I remember he told me, he goes, hey, man, they don't want too many bald heads here. And I had a shaved bald head. And I'm all like, bro,
that's crazy.
What they tripping on, man? Look how I'm fitted, man. And then the guys are like, all right, man, I'm gonna let you in. I was like, man, and the homegirl, we ended up having a great time. Besides the fact, but they did really discriminate because they thought I was gonna go. It was in Anaheim.
Yeah,
it was in Anaheim. And,
it just starts the night off, crusty. It's like, I don't even want to. I didn't want to spend money in your establishment now. You know,
for real, man. It was a good night.
How many bald heads are in there? You know,
I know. That's what I was saying. I was like discriminating. I was like, I've been like this since high school, dog. Stop hating, man.
He's all, sir, there's a ratio.
That's crazy, dog.
Stop
That's
profiling,
crazy.
man. It was a big Samoan dude, man. I was like, hey, dog. I was like, I know where you live at. You know? I know where my peoples is at, man. And we fucked around at the end, and we made it a good night, even with that security guard. You know what I mean? But that's how I am, man. That's one thing I love about me, professionally and personally. It's no issues. I've never had no beef with nobody. And that's the one thing I do bring, positivity. Even on a negative thing, I'm like, well, let's see how we could flip it, how we can make it positive. If there's something that we can't fuck with, then we just don't fuck with it. And then we don't go smearing nobody's name, but we just keep it pushing.
Right.
Yeah, man. So if you listen to the entire album, there's not one diss record or a negativity. The only thing I do say is like we protect our own and on projects. You know, we'd be like, hey, man, we do that on Who Chopped Ya. It's just like the gatekeepers, the people, the so-called gatekeepers that want to stop us. Well, we're gonna make our own lane, and we're gonna have our own light shed upon us. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what we've been doing. You know, we're gonna be like, all right, you guys want to do that? We're gonna do this. So yeah, man, some top-notch shit, homie.
Nah, definitely.
Yeah.
We're here for it, bro.
Yeah.
One thing that's prevalent on your page is the second you click the link, the videos galore, bro.
Oh yeah.
Videos for this album. What's up with it? And also, can you speak on a little bit of your earlier videos? Because you know we talked about the Santa Ana song.
Same bandana.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Bucks of Burn. Yeah, man. I got a video right there with the top one right now is the one with DJ Fuse. DJ Fuse from the Cruise Show. That's my boy for like 15 years, man. He's been my guy. And when I was working with the album, on the album, I would send him the songs and I would be like, yo, man, what do you think? What do you think? And he was like, nah, it needs this. It needs that. Oh, you know what? Give it this. It might need this. And so I made some tweaks, and then he's all like, you know what? Let me see what I could do. So what he does at the Cruise Show, he does artist intros where he fucks around and he does an intro for the artist that's being interviewed. And he's like, hey, man. I'm like, let's film it. He's like, I'm down. So we got a spot in L.A. and we filmed it. Shouts out to Skits. He's the one that filmed it. But the one, same bandana, that's me and Bucks of Burn just running around Santa Ana with some incense. You know, trying to clean up the streets out here. And
there's one video, bro, where you're really animated. You have the face paint. You're like,
oh, yeah.
Talk about a girl.
L2N2.
What's it called?
L2N2. Yeah, I was going to ask you what was the inspiration behind that one. I wanted to.
Yeah. That's the third video down, I believe. L2N2. I recorded it in my son's room. Shouts out to C-Mac. He edited that one in Same Bandana. That one is a love letter to hip hop. So I have a song called Letter to Nostalgia. So nostalgia is hip hop in the form that I'm talking to her. So if you go to Letter to Nostalgia, it's me holding a bouquet of roses. So L2N2 is Letter to Nostalgia 2. And where I'm looking at the wall. And if you see on the wall, I have nothing but pictures of hip hop artists. I got Tupac. I got A$AP Rocky. I have like different Wu-Tangs on there. And I'm talking to her in a hip hop fashion. Like I'm like, oh, now you want to go for that bubblegum stuff, like that muttered down, like, you know, trying to go with whatever's popping at the moment. So that's me telling her I love her. So half of that face is that I'm fucking in love with her. You see the musical notes on the left hand side of the head, and it's all vibrant color. And then on the right hand side, I'm pissed off at her. It's that darker gray, like black. And I was like, I'm fucking pissed off and I'm disappointed at you. But I still fucking love you. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? We're in this relationship, but we need to figure this out. And my homeboy on Fuji One, he did that face painting for me. And I asked him, like, hey, man. He's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to do not smile now, cry later, but more like I'm really in love. And I'm in cloud 9. That's why you see all these vibrant colors, almost glow in the dark type. And then I want this real dark version of it, but it's still me and it's still authentic, bro. So yeah, man. Thank you for noticing, man. You're probably the first one. You guys are the first ones to tell me, like, hey, man, what's up with this video, man?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, most of the people just think
it's
you're
just
weird.
Honestly, to me, it was deranged, bro. I was like, yo, this is different. Like,
Yeah, because
just
that one came on for me right after Same Bandana.
Okay.
When I was
So you
listening
see
on
how
YouTube,
it
that
has
was
a
the
straight
second one.
jacket?
Yeah.
I ripped that motherfucker like in the second take. So I was trying to hang on for the whole thing. I was
Too
like,
real. They didn't even know that.
sampled some immature on there, and I'm like crazy.
Somebody gonna ask for it in the future. Yo, where's that straight jack? He said, damn.
That motherfucker
That
ripped.
shit gone.
I just like went like this. And, I was like, fuck.
Take
Yeah.
yo, get this side of me. I'm
Yeah,
like,
thank
bro,
you.
you
Not
can't-
that
this shit
easy.
don't work. You can't even show
I had
that
a-
jump.
I had a fog machine on. It made all my smoke detectors go off. And I was like, damn. So I had to pause, take the straight jacket off, and fucking take off all the batteries around the whole house. It's a
Yo.
2-story house.
Struggles
shit.
of recording,
So,
bro.
I was all like, man.
Videographer, like, bro, you only got 30 minutes left.
Well, I did it on the tripod too. You can see,
turn
oh
off
man,
smoke alarms, you know.
I know,
Crazy.
dog, but yeah,
You see him just running to the house like, hold
Look,
up.
man,
hold
Straight
on,
to the
man,
door.
hold on,
Dad, what'd you do in my room?
Yeah, man.
You scared that shit kid.
I want you guys to listen to a song.
Yo.
Check it. It's Liberal Minded. It's one of my older songs, but listen to that because I'm working on something special for Liberal Minded. So remember this: your music is gonna be new music, no matter how old it is, to someone who hasn't heard it. So every time I'm saying still authentic, still authentic, still authentic, and Cash's is still authentic, and then Supreme Cerebral's all like still authentic.
You
and
know what
everybody-
qualifies as that is the song Hated Love, because you was speaking about your YouTube page.
Oh,
That was just me going through the shit. So that's the
Hated
first time I ever
Love.
heard it, you know?
dude.
That's like,
We did that song. Shouts out to Abstract, Hated Love.
yeah.
We did that song before Kanye West. He used that sample. And then me and my boy, DJ Abstract said, hey, man, what do you think you could do to this record? And I was all like,
I think that was a
"Alright."
good introduction, like, to me about you. Like
Yeah.
your, like, writing style. I
Yeah.
think that's something that, like,
Yeah.
it was a lot, like, after hearing, because I heard the YouTube page first before going to search you on Apple Music.
Oh, you saw the growth.
Yeah.
You
or
got to see it.
honestly,
you
you-
got to hear it.
I just clicked the bio. So then once I seen all the videos, I was like, let me just go look at the whole page. And then I seen the old music and it's like, oh shit, he
Yeah.
still has new stuff out. But the old stuff, I think it's like, I don't know, you like put a lot into your lyrics, like the storytelling and
Yeah.
everything. You're like, I'm like I'm not saying the songs on this aren't in depth, but they have like features and stuff like that, you know? So
Yeah.
I feel like that song was a good introduction and representation about
Hated Love.
the style that like you try to have.
I speak on them trying to make us hate us like they hate us. If you listen to it,
No, I'm listening,
they want
bro.
to trump out the hate.
Nah, that
have the
song
same
is
hate
deep,
in-
bro.
They want
Like-
the same hate inside of we. And I was all like, fuck, man. I was pissed. I was mad and I was trying to express myself and I was trying to change the world with one song and I'm glad you heard it. And there's somebody's gonna hear it, you know, and I'm all like, if you pay attention to it, I'm spitting a lot. Like, we want change, but we're not willing to give the effort to cause change and be consistent with it. And I was just like holding us accountable. I'm big on that. Accountability. That's why you don't see me fucking around at 3 a.m, you know? I was like, but yeah, man, thanks for tuning in, my G. That's what's up.
Thanks for having it up, bro. It's accessible to us. So.
Yeah. Hated Love, man. DJ Abstract, he did his thing on that. Man, you got me all fucking pumped, G.
Nah, this fire,
Shit,
bro.
man.
I'm glad you get to cover.
I'm running
it.
for president, homie.
You mentioned earlier, I'm sorry, the B-side. What is that, bro? Like you had an interview there. I know you were talking about.
Yeah.
Epidemic was tapped into that before. Like, can you please put us on?
And B-Side is a dope hip hop show that I think they've been running for 13 years in November. It's gonna be 13 years.
Man, hold it down.
And that's
Hopefully
LA
you can see
based.
like that,
Yes. Yes, 13 years, my G's.
I'm gonna be styling, you know.
Yeah.
like
I believe it, man. I
salutes,
believe it, man.
Trey,
And,
that's the
salute.
goals, you know. That's the goals.
Yeah. So Rabbit, he's a host for there. They have different DJs that come in, and him and his brother run it. And I was a guest on the B-Side show, and that's it's a dope place to find underground hip hop. They break a lot of artists. They have merchandise on sale, just like us right here, man. So salute to the B-Side, man. Check them out, man. It's really dope. It's in LA, and they love what we're bringing. And you see my interview. It is on their website, B-Side. Me and was it Chicano Syndicate were the guests, and we were there. And happy belated birthday to Drive By Cakes. She was there. They were celebrating her birthday, Sonia, and what they do is they open it up like for like Psycho Realm. Remember Psycho Realm?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah,
Number
yeah,
one fan
yeah.
right here, gang.
A lot of
And then you get all the updates, subscription, fan club. everything.
Sick Side. Shouts out to Sick Jacket.
Yeah.
So
Trust.
that's
Trust.
Nam. Shouts out to Namek. He's been there. Battle Cat.
Oh,
the
shouts
producer.
Nami. We fuck with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
just
yeah.
seen him like through the scene. We done seen him at the amphitheater. We done seen him record at or like perform at the Doll Hut. So
Yeah.
he's just in the like the
Yeah,
scene.
shouts
you know?
out to Namek. That's my guy right there,
Especially
man.
because he comes from like San Diego or something like that. He just has 66 in his name. I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know where that's from.
Is
So
a SGV.
yeah,
SGV
okay.
is
The fact that
um,
he over here and I'm like familiar with him and he's not originally from here.
He's
I
a
want to
dope-
say like it just shows how active he is. So salute
he's
to
a
that.
dope artist, man. He has a dope freestyle. He's G-funk, hip hop, and everything. Backpack. He's the whole deal. So that type of artist is like a B-side type freestyle, like underground. So
I hear you.
shouts out to them, man. You guys gonna see it. You guys gonna see how they talk about us. And I salute our Orange County.
That's love, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm glad, bro. We're just trying to put the county on. I think all of us are trying to do the same thing, you know?
You know,
Or just be a good representation at least. Like, even if
Yeah.
people don't come through us to like, yo, this is the sickest shit in the world, but at least we're still authentic.
hey, undeniable. Undeniable.
I can't get that. I was just waiting. I tried to put it in the sentence the whole time. I've been trying to.
You guys got a group chat?
Yeah,
I'm gonna mention it.
yo.
I'm gonna mention it in front of Still. What up, authentic? Yeah, no, but this is what it is, that we do have this platform and we do have a voice and we are fucking dope.
Facts.
And that's Orange County, man. And my first, the first songs that I had going, I was very similar. 4 Days, Hated Love. It was very Orange County based. And now it's not that I'm going away from it. You see me holding that orange,
on the album,
everywhere
bro.
I do. You know what I mean? I'm representing it, and that's me telling the world like this is where I'm from. I'm holding it down for us without disrespecting anybody, saying no, your music is this, no, your music with top tier pedigree, da 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 da.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, we holding it down, man. So everything in there, that actual picture I took it in San Bernardino. But you see the palm trees and the different shades on the
You should have never said that.
Nah,
I thought it was in Orange
No.
County.
nah, it's not.
How
Nah.
dare you.
Shouts out to San Bern. We worldwide, baby.
No, that's fine.
We
you
worldwide.
tapped in, bro.
Yeah.
That's where you mentioned Merino Valley. What do you got going on in Merino Valley?
There's a lowrider show.
Oh, that's where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
For
lowrider
sure.
show in Moreno Valley. I'm telling
For
you,
sure.
bro. Redlands. And they love people from Orange County. I'm tapping in over there too, man. I'm not afraid to drive.
Facts.
This is what I learned, man. If I'm willing to spend a day driving to get there, I'm gonna get there. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna spread my music out there, and that's what
Dedication,
it's
bro.
gonna change.
Investment.
Yeah.
All that.
All this is independent, bro. All this is out of pocket. Me might doing some extracurricular activity to get some money. You know what I mean? But it's all funded by your boy. Still authentic. So yeah, man. But I do represent it, and it's a worldwide thing when I represent LC, man.
Oh yeah. I had two last questions for you.
Come
I
on,
don't know if
dog.
they have any other ones, but I wanted to ask about the brand, rocking it. Is merch accessible? How often do you even push your merch? And then the last question I want to ask was, you mentioned having songs on the radio. There's like those like 101 hits radio, or like but just even that all ties into how you promote your stuff. I feel like they could go hand in hand. So
Yeah.
how is it with pushing your brand besides the album and just what you do on the daily for it?
The merchandise is when I'm out doing shows, I'll bring it out. And if I'm gonna perform, I'll get some hats made. I'll get some shirts made. When we did the Undeniable record release, the listening party, I sold out. Thank God.
Salutes, bro. Congrats to that, bro.
You know what I mean? I had like probably one shirt left, but I sold out. Like everything that I put up to make the shirts and the hats, and everything worked out. I was like, cool.
That's beautiful, bro.
You know, so if you see me, you could go to Still Authentic on our Instagram and send me a message, and I'll get you some merch. But if you see me out, and I want to make right now as it is, I want to be able to.
So it's like
touch
always
the
on
people.
hand. It's always
Yeah,
just, okay.
Yeah. It's
You
like,
gotta
if I'm
meet
gonna
me
do a
to
show,
yeah.
I'm gonna go make some shirts.
That's
If
fire.
I'm gonna see what it is.
It makes it part of the experience.
Yeah.
Because we had like some for like I know they're just passes, but like we had our own juice show. there's only a select few that got them joints. Like you ain't just gonna find those anywhere.
Yeah.
You can't just get that.
And people do hit me up and they want them. And then if I have to go and just make like a couple pressings, then I have to up the price. But if I make a bulk, and then I could just be reasonable about certain things, you know what I mean? But there is an exclusive to it. I'm very thankful for it. Hits 101 Radio is a station where I have a show at Sunday School Show with me and Cooks, or every Sunday 7 to 9. It's Hits 101 Radio.
Talking about that. What else you got going on? Talk about that.
Yeah, man. Hits 101 Radio, dog. It's a 24/7 app. Now you guys can listen to music. You guys, and I'll show it to you guys in a minute.
Yeah, please.
Cesar Rodriguez from the Rodriguez Show in Mondo, they're on it.
Okay.
The Rodriguez Show every Friday, 10 to 12 a.m. Will air on Hits 101 Radio. Same thing for Sunday School Show, and then Sunday School Show with the K on the school. And me and Cooks, so we've been running it for 8 years.
Damn,
so, yeah, man, I've been tapping in, man. So yeah,
You're
man,
active,
dog.
bro.
We've been
Damn,
hustling, man.
bro.
But now that I'm on this Undeniable campaign, I'm pushing it even more. And so a lot of people, like I said, even though if it's a song you recorded in 2018, but if somebody's hearing it in 2023 and that shit's dope, that's that timeless shit. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about when it came out. Somebody's appreciating it. Same thing with the show. We 8 years in, and we're getting a lot of traction. A lot of dope names that want to come in, and it has to work with my schedule, not to be fucked up about it. You know, it came out like it has to work with our schedule.
No,
and
matters,
sometimes
bro.
they
We be having to double up episodes and shit. We can't.
Yeah.
So bro, scheduling is
so
a thing, bro.
We've been blessed that people can. They'll be like, all right, just we have it in Costa Mesa, slide through. And it's been going good, man. So right now it's definitely Undeniable campaign. I'm shooting a video. The next one's gonna be El Dance. Silly, shouts out to 10 Rocks and Grapes. They're finishing editing, doing some color grading, some effects. So Silly, Stubborn in Love, Loving You is gonna be the first major video out of it. Then I'm thinking El Dance, and I'm Vanguard Award or MCs Like These. So I gotta see which one. I'll probably do a poll. And see whoever does it, and I'll be like, hey man, buy some shirts for I could afford this video. Buy a hat. Yeah, the hats I'm gonna make them like yours, but I'm gonna make them fitted with the New Era. They're gonna be New Era. So everything else that I'm pushing for, this is the last hat I had. And I said I'm keeping this one. You know,
Had to.
what's up, man? G?
Still authentic. Thanks, man.
Man,
Thanks for coming on.
no, I appreciate
Undeniable. You can get that.
All platforms.
Hit up our boy for the USB,
it. Yeah,
for the sticker package,
Yeah.
air freshener, and the baseball card. Damn,
Man.
still authentic. Thank you again, bro. It's
Nah,
been a
thank
great
you guys,
conversation,
man.
bro.
Hey, man, you guys are gonna come to my show now.
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
We trying
Sunday
to,
School
bro.
show. I'm gonna make sure Caesar.
Please.
Gonna be like, you guys. I'm gonna tell
Please,
Caesar,
bro.
come on, dog. I'm gonna hit
Please,
you guys
bro.
up, man.
That'd
You
be
guys
fire,
will see
bro.
it. Yeah,
That'd be
man.
fire.
Caesar, you heard him, dog.
Yeah, I know.
Caesar, I know you're watching, bro.
We got the recommendation, referral, and all that.
Schedule you in.
Why you
dog.
here?
That's hey, bro. Still authentic tennis, bro.
Yeah, man. It'll be dope, man. You guys
That's
will like
fire.
it, man. You guys will see it, man. See how I do things on my end. But yeah,
That's
no,
love.
thank you guys for opening your guys' platform to me, bro. Shouts out.
So you
Shouts
see you
out to
being a
Juice.
dope artist, bro. If you
Yeah,
weren't,
man.
I don't know if we would ever met you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the main thing,
Like,
bro.
who is this guy? man?
you got to be dope, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like
the beautiful
the main
thing
thing,
about
so-
local shows. You just find talent.
Literally,
You just
bro.
find talent.
I know, man.
And when talent's about it, you could get that date that same day, man.
You hear me?
That's all it takes.
Let's get it.
If you schedule for a date, it's gonna happen.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah, man.
A lot of people talk. Yeah, I'm down to come on your show, but they don't want to get that date in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is what it is. Well,
I was ready, man. I opened up my schedule for this today.
It's love. Thank you.
And I was all like, yeah, man, I was gonna, watch some old school Seinfeld, but I said, nah. Nah, Jerry, you're gonna have to wait, Jerry.
I hear you. I hear you. I
Let's go spit some game on the juice.
Oh man, I heard a joke about Seinfeld. I had to say, G. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
Kramer's one of my favorite
Yeah.
TV show characters. Ever,
They're always
bro.
saying
I swear
Seinfeld
to
or Martin.
God, bro.
If you had to choose Seinfeld or Martin,
Martin, bro.
yeah. me
Well, I
too.
mean,
Probably go more.
me too.
I watched Seinfeld because I had regular TV, so it was on Channel 13 at 10 every night. But
Yeah,
like,
right after SmackDown.
Yeah.
as I like,
Oh,
to me, it was like, just like funnier moments,
Yeah.
you know?
You ever trip
Like-
out how females start laughing and start saying, "Oh, how he's so romantic. Oh, they love Martin." I'm like, babe, that's me. That's me. That's who I am. You're just not seeing it. You're seeing it on TV, but this is me.
Yo, you ever introduce yourself? Yo, you see my hit sitcom?
Yo,
What's it
like
called?
shit.
Martin.
It's
It's about me, low key. It wasn't about me.
Oh yeah, man. No, but hey, shouts out to the Juice, man. You guys,
see you guys.
like, 13 years. Let's get it.
Salute
Let's
to
get
you.
it, man.
You hear me?
We'll
Yeah,
get
man.
there. It's Hoser.
Authentic.com.
Hey, it's Juma signing.
Thank you.
Isaac.
Still
Isaac,
authentic.
JC.
Yeah.
Sleeps guys. Making this shit possible. So I thank you once again, bro.
Appreciate you guys.
Oh, we didn't ask about his socials. Sorry.
Oh yeah, if you
Still
want-
Yeah,
Authentic.com.
socials. I know, but where to find all your music so they can find the album, where the 101 Hits Radio. Please plug everything if you don't mind. Please.
Yeah. Still authentic everywhere. It's just gonna be this guy right here, Still Authentic. I'm not sure where the camera's actually at, but Still Authentic on my social. Hits 101 Radio. That's the main. That's right there. You'll see all the little other stations that we have right there. Hits101radio.com. You'll be able to tap in. But yeah, Still Authentic. Thankfully, I pop up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, that works.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Yeah, man. This is the juice.
Go around with the town, up in my way, up my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from. Grind till we making it out. Selling that fish. Look. Niggas grinding just a sign. I'ma go around with the town.